strengths and the weapons you do, and guys like TJ and Swift and Williams coming out of the backfield. Does that, I guess, factor into the game plan? Or is that, I guess, a source of security knowing that you have those options to counter some of that?
I mean, those guys factor into every game plan I look at, just trying to figure out ways to get them the ball because they make plays.
The 2 weeks Cortez has had, it looks like he's kind of building up, and Jared's kind of building some confidence with him, looking at him a little bit more. Just what you thought of his last 2 weeks and kind of where he's trending?
I think he's put some positive things on tape, some things that he can build off of. We know there's definitely room for improvement, but I think he's doing a good job.
Similar situation with your run attack. I mean, it seems that both DeAndre Swift and Jamal Williams are giving you that 1-2 punch you need.
I think it's a really good 1-2 punch, and I love it when we can do it, early in the game, but I like to go 4 quarters doing that sometime. But, that day will come hopefully this weekend.
Coach, that's one of the things I was going to ask about your running game. You feel it's good enough, and it's just situations are preventing you from using it as much as you'd like to fully use your running game?
If we got to do a better job of standing on the field, on third down, and eating up this clock a little bit and resting our defense, number one. But, when you're down a couple of scores late, it's just hard to run the ball. But, it is what it is.
Hey, Anthony, a couple of days ago, Dan put the blame, the onus of the loss on the offense. Do you agree with that? And do you like that he's kind of putting the load on you guys to kind of...
Dan's an offensive coach, and he understands offense, and I don't mind that pressure at all. I think the pressure brings the best out of coaches and players, and our standards are high, and we need to do better.
Short week, you probably flipped over that tape up to Baltimore, probably starting Monday night. Just when you did, what was the number one thing that jumped out the most about their defense?
They are aggressive. They probably zero blitz more than anybody in the league right now, and so you have to deal with that. But like I said, at the same time, when you pressure like that, you give things up. There are holes.
What's your initial reaction gathering your thoughts after the game Monday and seeing Jared Goff with 46 rushing yards? What's that mean about the situations you put him in? And just kind of wondering your takeaway on that.
Every now and then, Jared, he's faster than what you think. Every now and then, you got to keep him off balance and let him keep it and run it. And he's smart enough to get down and slide, so that's important.
I know it's happened once in your career before, but you get to coach against your son this week. Tell me what that's what that feels like this week, and have you talked with him yet?
I hadn't thought much about him, to be honest with you, but he's probably going to be number one right now.
Anything else, guys? I'm curious with the fourth down aggressiveness. I don't know how that maybe aligned with your philosophies of your previous coaching staff, but what does it say about this offense? And I guess how much do you appreciate having a head coach that wants to kind of push that envelope in those situations?
I love the fact that he's aggressive, and that just shows he has confidence in the offense to make those calls. And I wish we could be 100% in that category right now. But we've been stopped a couple of times, but I like being aggressive in that situation. I think touchdowns win.
He said he wanted to get the ball to Hawkinson on that 4th and 1. Does having a guy like that give you more confidence to go for it in those situations?
Yeah, we have Hawk, but we have other guys we can get the ball to as well, But, that 4th and 1, you could argue could have ran it on the one that we got stopped, But we had success on the earlier short yardage plays, and my tendency was to run it. So sometimes you try to do the opposite. It didn't work, But, hey, hell, if I'd have ran it and didn't get it, then I'd probably question myself on I should have thrown it. So, but I like the fact that Coach Campbell gives us the green light to go for it.
I think we really started to see your fingerprints on the offense in the second game with some of the motions and shifts and alignments and how successful it can be with the 3 scores and 17 points in the first half. How satisfying is it to see, I guess, your vision coming to, I don't know, fruition maybe is a little aggressive word, but to see it executed so well so early?
I'll tell you, the first half, guys did a heck of a job of executing, and Jared did a good job of just making plays, But that's what we want to be. We want to be multiple on the offense side of the ball. We want to throw a lot of different schemes at a defense. We want to move. We want to confuse them. We want to get them off their toes and get them on their heels. But we got to do it for 4 quarters.
How do you sustain that for 60 minutes?
Each week, we're in a race to get better. And so if we can get a little better this week and next week, then, we'll peak at the right time.